Everybody, welcome back to the channel. This video we are looking at the DraftKings and Fanduel NBA slate for Monday, January the 23rd. We have a 7-game slate today. Let's get started. As always, if you enjoy the videos, appreciate it if the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out other links down in the description of the video. So we have some injury news already. Boston's going to be down a couple point guards with one personal and then Marcus Smart with an injury. We have Kevin Porter Jr. still out for Houston, and you have Jabari Smith with a Q tag. LaMelo is a big question mark. So there's definitely going to be things that change. But as of now, we got some picks that look pretty good. For updates, they'll be posted on Twitter later in the day, like an hour before lock. Starting off at the point guard position, you have Lillard at 10-1. Tough shooting night last night for him. Shot under 30%. Still gave you 49 fantasy points. He's been doing well with the assist and the rebounds recently. Great matchup against Sacramento if you wanted to stick with him. I don't mind it. But I'm going in the 8K range today and kind of like DeJounte Murray right now. He's been playing really well. The Hawks have starting to win games. They're leaning heavily on the shoulders of Murray and Trae Young recently. Both have been scoring well. I mean, it's been 5 straight games for at least 26 points for DeJounte Murray, and he's had some good assists there. We know he's always going to be averaging well over a steal per game. He'll give you 2+ a lot of the time. Matchup against Chicago. Played them one time this year. He gave you an okay game with 35, but he's been shooting more, being a little bit more aggressive recently. So it's a good sign, and it should be a close game. Other picks you could look to at point guard, you definitely Rozier if LaMelo Ball continues to miss. 6K range. You have D'Angelo Russell, who I'm going to put in at the other point guard spot because price tag is good. We know Towns has been out for a while, and he's still out. He's been making his threes recently. 4 straight games of at least 50% from the outside. He's been knocking down all his free throws. He gives you good assists. And, we'd like to see him shoot a little bit more, but, the matchup is so good against Houston that the price tag is good and the matchup is great. He's done well against them in 3 meetings. And close games, you should see him get some good minutes. Today it should be close. Houston, even without Porter, they still have Sengun has just been carrying them recently, and I do like him a lot. At shooting guard, value-wise, you have Dylan Brooks, only 48. That's a good price tag on him. We know he's very bad, just shooter in general. Like on the season, he's shooting under 40% from the floor, under 33% from the outside. But the price tag is good enough to take a shot there. Like Josh Richardson, he still continues to be really cheap. He sees decent minutes off the bench. Matchup is fine against Portland on a back-to-back. And then you have Colin Sexton also at 44. If you need another cheap value that's going to see similar minutes to like Josh Richardson. If you're looking to pay up a little bit, you have Derek White at $5,400. I like him a bit just because they're going to be down Smart and Brogdon, so you should see a lot of the point guard duties go to Derek White. Matchup is good against Orlando. Over at small forward, you have Tatum is 11K, basically 10-9 against the Magic. Missing Brogdon, missing Smart. He's been awesome recently, 19 boards. Last game in that OT game, he even shot really poorly. Probably could have had 80 fantasy points easily if he made more of his shots. I mean, he's much better than 33% shooter that he showed in that game. Price tag is up there, but he's a decent option, I'd say. You could go to Brown for a lot cheaper. You do have some other values that look good here. 5K range, Harrison Barnes at 57. He's been playing better recently. He can get behind his price tag. You have KJ Martin at $5,000, who I like as well without Porter. They've been starting him, and he's been good. He's just an efficient player. He shoots well from the floor, 55%. Like to see his free throws go up a little bit, but he hasn't even got to them. That money's been better recently. He gives you rebounds. He scores. Maybe a double-double outside chance of that. I'm going to put him in at small forward. Over at power forward, your pay-up is Giannis, who's missing a lot of games recently. Well, he's missed like the last 4 games, I believe. Maybe 4 or 5. After having a couple of his worst efficiency games. Recently, they sat him down for a bit to rest that knee. He's probable. Expected him to play, but it was also probable the other day, and he ended up sitting. So I think he'll play, but keep an eye on it. 6K range, you have Jeremy Grant. Fine, I guess. I like the 5K and below range. A little better with Barnes, Collins. Their price tags are really good. And you have some other ones that are below 5K that you could look to. Maybe Keegan Murray at 44. He's been doing well for them. You have Sohan, who's hit or miss, but he's a decent option. Over at center, your pay up with Sabonis, I'd say. I don't know if you want to go to Giannis in his first game back. Maybe sees a little less minutes than usual. But I'm going Sengun. Played him last game against Minnesota. He was amazing. He continues to just crush recently. Probably stick with the hot hand on him. Especially without Porter, they're going to need somebody else to kind of handle the ball. Well, not really. He can handle the ball for a big guy. With the assists are always there. But a guy to just score a little bit more. Even missed 6 free throws last game. Or could have gave you a 20 easily, well over 20 points. So I like it. Maybe an outside chance of a triple-double today. So those are 5 picks I like. And then I'm going to go back to shooting guard. And I'm going to plug in Derek White. Shooting guard and point guard eligible, 54. It's pretty safe. If you're looking for more upside, you can go elsewhere. But missing their other 2 point guards, he should see well over 30 minutes today. So that's what I'm looking at on DraftKings. Let's jump to FanDuel. So FanDuel, pretty similar. Point guard started with Derek White. It's a little cheaper at 55. I mean, pretty much same price tag. Still like DeJounte Murray. Still like Fox as your pay-ups here. Rozier looks good if there's no ball. But those two you can probably try to get to. And with Murray being shooting guard eligible, it's easier. Green, you're going to get more shots without Porter. Last game, he struggled mightily. And then Simon's coming off a good game, maybe. But I like D'Angelo Russell better at 65 with that price tag and how good of a matchup it is there. Especially the way that he's been shooting recently from the outside. If he starts making some shots and he takes some more of them, probably a good chance he continues to stay hot against Houston at least. Small forward, I like Jaylen Brown's price tag a lot at 84. He's a lot cheaper than Jason Tatum on FanDuel. 84 compared to 11-1. And missing Brogdon, missing Smart, especially missing Brogdon, there's going to be some more scoring to be had to go around, and Brown can easily soak that up. You also have Lauri Markkanen at 86. He's like 94 on DraftKings. 86 looks a lot better. Matchup is great. Continues to just carry the team. He's lots of 40-point games, 50s and 60s for him. Pretty safe. Gives you rebounds, scores well, plays good minutes. A lot to like with him. And then the final play, I went back to Sengun at 84 because the price tag is similar on both sides. I think he looks strong today given the matchup against Minnesota and the way that he's been playing recently. And Gobert with the Q tag, even if he plays, it'd be a little tougher for Sengun, but Gobert's, he's not really a guy that wants to stick with anybody on the outside. He's much better just at protecting the rim. So that's what I got on DraftKings today as a first look in FanDuel. Thanks for watching. Best of luck, and I will catch you all next time.